Welcome to the mud shop. I am ready to open the kiln. This is Thursday, April the 1st, April Fool's Day, but this is not a fool, I hope. We're going to open the kiln. It is at 105 degrees, and let's see what we have. Okay, on the top shelf, I have the top plate that will go with the tier set. You can see the glaze did real well on this. This will be the top on the tier set. Okay. And let's see what else we have in here. Alright, I have two heart dishes. This one says "Be Mine." This one has a decal on the inside. You can see. I'll hold it still where you can see it. Alright, and it's red on the outside. And these will stack. Alright, let me lift this shelf. Here's the middle plate that will go with the tier set. And it's got a hole in it, but you can still use it for dried goods to serve if you want to. And they will stack. They'll stack real well in your cabinet. You can take the tier apart and just use the plates or stand it tall. And The leave them right there till I get the large one out. Here is the large one that goes with it. You can see all the drippy on the edges. It turned out beautiful. So, and this has a double ring to help it get more support. I wanted a lot of weight so that you put the second one here and then the third one above it, or stack them and use them. Okay. Pick up my post. Now this is the very top of the kiln. My witness cones are here. It just did get to a 5 according to the witness cones. It did make a 5. This is for the 4, 5, and 6. So it did make a good cone 5. And that's the very top. And I have two large shelves in here, so that kind of keeps a lot of the heat down to the bottom, so it got hotter in the bottom. This one is my chicken plate. Alright, I had a challenge to make something with chickens, and that's what I did. I even put one on the back. So this is a good handled serving dish. Alright, I'm ready to lift out the first solid shelf, the whole shelf. Alright, I'll take out the post. Give it time to cool down a little bit more. I don't like taking them out of a hot kiln and bringing them into a cold shop. A little bit of a temperature shock on them. But the kiln is at 100 degrees. It's dropped down a little bit since I opened it, so and it is not freezing in here, but it's a good average temperature. Alright, in here I have the lid to my dome lid platter. This is the lid that goes with it. Its colors are similar to the stacking set, the tier set. Just a little different, and I got colors on the inside. You can see little swirls. Alright, and I'm going to leave this right here till I get its mate out. Alright, in here I did a refire. I had forgot to paint the green on here, so it had clear on it because I had dipped it in clear. So I reglazed green, and then I put some clear over it again and refired it, and it did come out perfect. So that's good. I am pleased with this. Right in here, I have this. I also refired because I forgot to put the glaze on, the clear glaze on top of the leaf, so I got it done, and that is part of the poinsettia dinnerware set that I have. Alright, now I have, oh, I love it. I used the coyote pink. It's pink and red sweater mug. It's red on the inside, got the little pink button there for your thumb. Perfect size handle. I love to be able to put my hand under the handle or hold it like this, either one. But that turned out perfect. Got a little bit of sweater texture on here on the bottom. All of these will be sanded, the bottoms will be sanded so they're smooth. Alright, this is my little drinking glass. The tripod. See, it's got 3 little feet. Of course, these will be sanded. I put my little logo stamp on it. It stands up, you can see. And I put a little embellishment on it. Got some little flowers and leaves there. Of course, this is the speckled clay. You can see the ends of the feet. So it's a little more durable as far as temperature shock. It can stand up better if you pour hot cocoa in it. And I smoothed the inside pretty well. You can see the colors. Tripod, glass. Then I have another sweater mug, but I did this one a little bit more masculine looking. You can see the sweater texture around the bottom. Got the little buttons on it. It's midnight blue and sky blue on top. And on the inside, it's got the little button again that you hold. I love this size mug. It's perfect. I love it. So, sweater mug. Then I have a stenciled mug. It's got the little hearts and flowers around it. Red band, you can still see the stencil under it. This is the coyote red. I love this color red. It's just, it covers so well and so smooth. No bumps, no ridges. It's just smooth. I love it. Got the little handle on it. Of course, it'll be sanded down. It'll all be clean and smooth on the bottom. Always clean the bottoms. That's a little potter's joke. Always clean your bottoms. Now, these are the first cozy mugs that I did. Now, you put your fingers inside here to hold it. And I did this in the Aztec pattern. See? I love that. And that's the little place where you put your hand in. It kind of looks like an ear, doesn't it? Ah, these earring. Ha ha ha. Just a joke. Alright, and that is the first of the cozy mugs. You can see all that texture. Alright. I have several of those. I have one in blue with that same pattern. Alright, and you see the inside and the bottom. Also needs cleaned off. And I've got one that's in the lavender. I love this color with the cream on top. I love how it blends. And it's also the... But now I didn't put buttons on this one. So it makes it just a little different. But you can see all the texture on it. Alright, and this one also is the lavender, but I did it without the cream on top. You see the inside is the lavender also. Right, and here, this one has the buttons and all this texture down in there. Okay, put these on the table. And ready to lift out a couple shelves. Take out the post. Alright, I had made some Christmas ornaments, and this one had to be refired because I had forgot to put the clear glaze over the green. But this is my little Christmas ornament. It is hollow inside. Looks about like a billiard ball, doesn't it? This was handmade, hand-formed. Got to sand it down where I had it on the step. Alright, I have made some spoons. Alright, I have several spoons. You can see the texture on them. I like them this length because they'll go all the way down into the deeper mugs and stir. I drink hot tea, so they're perfect for hot tea or for hot chocolate. Spoons, different colors. Spoon stilts. And I have a spoon rest. And I did this in the same glaze pattern as the tier plates, so it kind of matches. This is my favorite combination of glaze. I just love it. Did the little heart feet. You can see this is the speckled clay. Got a little drip on the side there. That just makes it even better. Right. And now, let's see, I have one more heart with a stencil. This is, you lay a plastic stencil on top and you glaze and then lift the stencil, leave the underglaze to dry, then you form the piece. But this is put on flat clay, just a rolled out clay, and then you make your piece. A little heart plate. And that can be used little serving dish or whatever you would like to use it for. Alright, I have been working on opening up a showroom so people can come and look at my stuff and actually pick it up. And I wanted a sign to put outside my door, so I made a wreath that says Dianna's Mud Shop. And so here it is. It's done. All in the ceramic. And I'll put a real good heavy holder on the wall beside the door. And this will hang just outside my showroom. Dianna's Mud Shop. And that's all the colors that I really love. I use a lot. The ancient copper on the outside edge and the turquoise, and I love the cosmic tea dust and all these colors. I love blues. They made the little butterflies and the flowers and the little birds, little blue birds, and the leaves with the flower. And the little cherry. Now this shelf, when I lift it up, it has grog on it, so I don't want it to dump down into the kiln, so I have to be careful with that. But I got to tilt it enough to get it over the elements and stuff. Alright, I'm going to set this one over here because it's got the grog on it. I don't want to lose that. Alright. Now pick up the post. been working on some, well, let me get the other hearts out and then I'll tell you. Make you wait just a second. A couple more hearts. These are Be Mine with the pink and lavender and white. You can see the little hearts. Right. And this one has no glaze on the bottom. This one has, I mean in the very bottom. And this has glaze, but it covers up my logo a little bit. So that was just to check and see the difference of whether I want to glaze the bottom or not. Of course, you always have the thread of it dripping on your shelf. Once it drips on your shelf, that's it. Alright, I got a couple little beads, little tiny beads to go on, little charms or whatever, little beads. Alright, what I've been working on are Mississippi plates, and I started making the little small ones for spoon rest, and then I made a pattern and got one a little bigger. This one I put the chickens on. It's got the sky blue, and this is just a white over the decal, sky blue, and then this was cobalt blue on the edges, and you can see that's a Mississippi plate, and it's deep enough it can hold something. You can use it, stand on a plate stand just for show, or use it at a dinner party or whatever to put something in, or you can just put it in your kitchen on your counter and use it as a spoon rest. It's large, but you still use it. Mississippi plate. And then I wondered how it would look if I stretched it a little more, made a longer Mississippi plate. So I made another pattern, and that's what I did with this one. All right, this one, it's got the river rock inside. It's a matte finish. It's not quite as shiny as the gloss, but it's still, some people like the matte finish, and that's it. And then the ancient jasper on the edges, you can see. And I made this one longer, so you can use it as a cracker tray, little serving tray, but it is also Mississippi. And it's the same depth as the other one. It's just a longer. I'll hold them up together so that you can see how much longer. See, this one, it looks wider, but it's actually not. Well, little maybe at the top, but not at the bottom. But this one is longer. You can use as a different size serving dish. So there we are, the Mississippi plates. Alright, let me lift these two shelves out and we get to the bottom. On PlayShare, which is where I learn a lot of my hand building techniques, we had a challenge to make something that hangs on the wall with birds on it. And of course my bird of choice are chickens. And so I made this. This will hang on the wall. You can use it for a little fern or hang your scissors in it. My mother had a thing hanging on the wall, I remember when we were younger, and it said something about, these are my scissors. If you take them, please put them back. So you can use them on something like that, or just a little fern, little plant. It is solid inside, so it would hold water if you wanted to put a little plant in there. But that's my March challenge. It also matches the little chicken platter that I took out first. Alright, let's get this post out. Anytime I have a little extra space in the kiln, I try to add a few pieces that get left out of the firing. Sometimes I got too much to go in, and so there's not enough room to put anything else, and so something gets missed. And this is a couple of those dishes here in the bottom. This is a little ring tray. You can just set it down, put your rings in as you beside the sink, or use it as get your medicine that you need to take. You can put that in there. This is a topper for a mug, You just put it on top. All right, and it goes to one of these. All right. And a couple more. Take these off the stilts. Little pieces that had got left behind at Christmas time even. But Christmas comes back, so I'll have these next year. These are a set of snowman ornaments. So we got the big snowman, we got the little baby snowman, and we got the other little baby. And these are all hand painted. I have to paint them with underglaze and then dip them in clear. These are all hand painted. And I'll put a little ribbon on them for them to hang on the tree. You'll have to keep that in mind when you're looking around Christmas time. Come visit me. All right, I've got a little pinch bird. A little bird, you can see. Do it this way, you can see him. Little bird. He's hollow inside. And that's just sculpted. And the last piece is the base that goes with the dome lid. You can see it's a large piece. It's got the double ring. I glazed out here. I left this plain so you could see my logo stamp. You see, it's a different kind of handle than I've been making. I just thought I would try something different. See, it's got the little overlap things. All right. And here is the dome lid that goes with it. You see? All right. And again, I'll show you. Here we go. And did I get a close-up of the inside? I just kind of drizzled that glaze all around it. Make sure it got all these pretty colors on it. Alright. And that is it. Again, here's the dome that matches it. There you go. Let me get this switched over, and I will show you the table of all the goodies. There we go. Can't really see what you're seeing. All right. Thank you for joining me in the mud shop. Come back soon.